Drop 'em. One hook and I'll rock 'em. One more and I'll stop 'em. Call the fighter, I'll lock 'em. Up 'em. If he reach, then I'll pop 'em. Street sweeper, I'll wash 'em. Homicide, come and chalk 'em. Drop 'em. One hook and I'll rock 'em. One more and I'll stop 'em. Call the fighter, I'll lock 'em. Up 'em.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros are comments made by Derek Ward Chisora. These comments were actually made a few weeks ago, but somehow we completely missed them, so we got to talk about it now. Where Derek Chisora basically says that Tyson Fury wants to have intercourse with Anthony Joshua. All right, let's take a listen. Hey, parental advisory warning right out of the gate, people.
Derek, in the head-to-head, Tyson was offering his management skills and offered you, that in the head-to-head. What was you saying to him when he was saying he wanted to manage you?
You know what? I think Tyson, mentally, physically, he wants to have sex with AJ. AJ's been living in his fucking Tyson's head for the last fucking 10 years for rent-free. Every day, what's the bodybuilder doing? Oh, he didn't want to fight. Oh, why? He's got things for AJ. He fancies AJ, and I don't blame him. AJ's a good-looking boy. I think Tyson likes boys, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, if you keep talking about a man every day, you must have something for him. Because we sat down. The first thing he said, AJ came out of his mouth. But even when he makes love to Paris. You know that AJ guy? Do you understand? So he's got AJ on his mind. Even when he's gay, that's what I'm trying to say to you. Every minute, AJ bodybuilder. Your wife over here is Tyson. Shut up and just carry on, motherfucker. Don't talk about it. You understand? So the guy is obsessed with fucking AJ. Father one.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
So that's what Derek Ward Chisora had to say about Tyson Fury wanting to get it on with Anthony Joshua. I'm going to you first, TVE. What's your reaction to that?
Man, my reaction, that's Chisora's a funny man, yo. Like the day you retire, boxing loses a legend, yo. You're not the legend. You are a legend. You really are a legend. You contribute so much to boxing, to heavyweight division, everything, man. You are a character. And hey, man, I'm not gonna lie. I agree. AJ lives rent free up there, man.
I thought you was agreeing that you wanted with AJ. That's what
I agree. He lives rent free up there. I feel Tyson Fury is the guy that's like, yeah, man. Why's he got the better body? He doesn't got the skills. He doesn't got this. He got to up him. He feels like he always got to up AJ. And AJ, you gotta use that to your advantage. Not to. That's neither here nor there. But I feel Tyson Fury brings AJ up in the randomest points. Like, what's he got to do about eating steak? The steaks, the muscles in his steaks remind me of AJ or something when he's cutting through his steaks or something. It's just weird. Like, I don't know. I feel with the fight that.
What else reminds you of AJ? TV.
Let me go back in my memory. Like, a lot of things, man. Like when you look at the fight, that was when he called out AJ after he lost to Usyk. That was kind of like, no, what fighter like have some like integrity, or have some type of moral direction or compass when it comes to like
direction.
Yeah, when you calling out somebody, especially after a loss like that, especially after you see what he just went through. And you want to just be like, AJ, I want you, bro. I need you next. I'm calling you out. AJ, you got 2 minutes to accept this fight or it's not going to happen.
A big bodybuilder.
It's just like, yeah, he's a bodybuilder. He's a robot, stuff like that. Well, that was Andy Ruiz calling him a robot. But, things like that. He's been coming out AJ for the longest, and we don't know what it stems from. But Chisora hit the nail on the head. AJ lives rent free in Fury's head. Even if AJ loses tomorrow, Fury has something to say. Even if AJ gets knocked out, his next 5 fights, Fury's gonna have to say something to say for every one of those 5 fights. Because you know why? Fury is obsessed with AJ.
All right, conspiracy.
Yo, if y'all honestly believe that, y'all are out your mind, man. Listen, I do agree that Fury is kind of, a little suspect when it comes to, his build up between AJ and even with Chisora. Like, I think all three of these guys are they funny, like not necessarily AJ, but definitely Fury and Chisora. They joke, they're like those, like them, like the frat boys or whatever. Like the way they joke is just they go too far too often. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just, I think that's just who Chisora is. He's just a funny guy. Like, but he said something that had me like, I was like, whoa, when he was like, AJ's always coming out of his mouth. I was like, yo, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, it's funny, but I don't think the way Chisora's pitching it kind of seems like Fury's always mentioning AJ out of fear. We're living rent free. I'm like, no, Fury knows where the big money is. And that's an AJ fight. He knows he has the greatest chance beating AJ now. Give AJ a small window to train. AJ just came off of a loss, and if he can pull that off, like that's easy money for Fury, right? So we all understand why Fury was so adamant about forcing AJ to sign that contract so fast, right? Let's just be realistic. It has nothing to do with he was afraid of AJ. Like I even think AJ can have a full training camp. This is my opinion. I still think Fury will beat him. So it just Fury's just he's a clown, man. I'm being honest. Like Fury just wants what he wants and he wants it right now. He's like a grown kid, And so Chisora is looking at it like, damn, man, you must be romantically in love with AJ. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, you're sexualizing AJ. And it's like, no, let's be real. He calls him a bodybuilder because we've seen in several fights with AJ, his size slows him down, right? After a couple of rounds, he needs to take a round or two off because of his size. That's obvious observation, right? And when Fury's calling him a bodybuilder, obviously he's just joking. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be real. Like, if you was going to talk trash about AJ, like, that's the number one thing you'll probably say as a boxer to another boxer. Like, yo, that's why you look like a bodybuilder. Like, you know what I mean? Probably a roid case. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. Go ahead, Kaden.
Yeah, I was about to touch upon that. What do we know about bodybuilders? The one thing we know about all bodybuilders for real, that they juiced up. So, like, when he calls AJ the bodybuilder, I feel like that's his way of implying that AJ is
he on that boar meat.
Yeah.
He on that better boar meat than me.
And you gotta put it like in proper perspective.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, I don't see, like, I see what Chisora's trying to say, but I think that's just Chisora's character trying to be funny. I don't think Chisora really means what he's saying. He's just being a clown. And so I view it as a clown trying to make another clown.
As always, I think it's top notch, man. I like what the American heavyweights, like I was explaining, they have the bravado. They do like a lot of trash talking. And like you said, the UK heavyweights, their trash talk's kind of like frat boy trash talk. Whereas like American heavyweight trash talk's kind of like, more like gangster, more serious, more like disrespectful type of trash talk. But I like it. I think what Derek Chisora is saying is, why you're fighting me now. Worry about me. Talk to me about me. Don't talk to me about another man. So what happens if someone wants to talk to you about another man and y'all, it's just kind of like, are you obsessed? Like it says, Chisora, it says a Fury Chisora. AJ's not around. Why are you talking to me about AJ? So like he's obsessed with him. So I get that from that standpoint. I think that's funny. Because it's like, bro, why you keep talking to me about AJ when we supposed to fight? So I get it from that standpoint. Now, from Fury's perspective, what he was trying to do by rushing AJ to the fight, I think was him understanding that Anthony Joshua is a cash cow. At the end of the day, we know that, and he wants to. He's in the fight game. He wants to make the most money. So For him, it was about killing two birds with one stone. It was about getting the biggest fight he could get and making a lot of money before fighting Usyk, but also getting Anthony Joshua when he was in a compromised position. Because I think he does know that Anthony Joshua is a good fighter. And if Anthony Joshua does have a full camp and does get his confidence back, it's going to be a much tougher fight than it would have been had he forced him in December, whenever they were going to fight in December. So I think he was aware of that. So he wanted to dictate the terms and have every advantage. I don't think that Tyson Fury believes that Derek Chisora is as good a fighter as Anthony Joshua. If you had to put him on a polygraph, I think you find out I think Fury believes he beat Anthony Joshua, but I think he knows Anthony Joshua is dangerous. So I think he wanted an advantage over Joshua, and that's what that was about. So there's nothing wrong with that. I also don't think there's anything wrong with Joshua's team, like telling Anthony Joshua, like, bro, this is too risky.
Mm-hmm.
You lose 3 fights in a row, your career is on life support. No one's going to care that you lost to arguably 2 of the 3 best heavyweights of our era. All they're going to say is you lost 3 fights in a row. So I don't blame AJ's team. So I think this is all perfectly crafted for each guy to make their case and make themselves look the best. But in the end, it's just boxing politics. I think Chisora's sick of Tyson Fury talking to him about another man and keep mentioning another man. I think that when Tyson Fury brings up the big bodybuilder and talks about AJ, I think in a way he is trying to disrespect Chisora by saying, like, I'm worried about your boss. like you got a boss. I'm worried about your boss, not you. And I also think he's taking his shots at AJ. So I don't think
Chisora is. He the rebound shorty. You know what I'm saying? Fury couldn't get AJ. He's like, I gotta get some random shorty out the club.
I'm gonna get Chisora to make AJ jealous. Nah, but they've been making them kind of jokes, like you said. They make like the frat boy jokes, and I enjoy that. I think that's funny too. I also understand how the American heavyweights get down, but in this case, like, I respect it. I think it's funny. I think they're doing their thing, but Chisora spinning it and making it seem like he's obsessed with AJ. I think that's funny. I think that's fair play to him. I think Fury talking his trash about AJ, calling him the big bodybuilder, and I think that's fair too. But I'll close by saying this: when AJ fought Usyk in a rematch, I genuinely believe that Tyson Fury was rooting for him. I think Tyson Fury wanted AJ to win. I think Tyson Fury wanted to fight AJ for undisputed. 1, because I think Tyson Fury thinks he's an easier fight, and 2, Tyson Fury knows that he's a big money fight. He's already said it himself. So I think Tyson Fury was rooting for AJ. The fact that AJ took the L, and he was still willing to fight him, I think kind of shows that he wanted to fight AJ the entire time. So I don't think that he's afraid of AJ at all. I think it's just gamesmanship, and I think it's funny. Thank you for watching. Please like.
Hold on. TV, got something.
Go ahead, TV.
Well, I said AJ lives rent free. I wouldn't say he's scared. It's more like the obsession. Like, like he's like has like something like he fantasizes about AJ. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Kaden. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine. Nah, you good, brother. Yeah, like I was just saying, like, share, and subscribe. I also noticed this too. We'll get like a lot of views and no likes. Hey, maybe you don't like us, but if you don't like us, we still appreciate you watching. But if you do, put them likes in, because I'm understanding that helps the algorithm spread the stuff to other people. We normally don't say anything, but like, share, subscribe. And if you can't catch us on YouTube and you're driving in the car, you're working, or you're looking for some, you can listen to our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.